Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your girl KYP561. I'm coming in here really quickly to talk to you all about Friday's episode of Married to Medicine. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Y'all know Sunday is my wind down day. Uh, my weekend was alright, I guess. I don't remember much of it. And I don't even really think I was drinking that much. I know I had some wine, but that's like an everyday thing for me. But I don't know. This weekend was kind of chill for me as opposed to last weekend. I guess I'm still coming down off of my turnt New Year's weekend. For the most part, yesterday I was a little bit in my feelings yesterday. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I haven't talked to my husband in a couple of days. He just recently deployed again. Um, and I really hate when he has to go overseas because I don't talk to him as much as I would when he's in the States. So hopefully I will talk to him today. I know it's a quite a bit of a time difference from where he is and where I am. But hopefully I'll talk to him. I just want to hear his voice, just so I can know that, he's okay and blah blah blah, which I'm sure he is, but that's just me. That's something that I'm always gonna worry about as long as that's a part of his job or whatever. So anyway, let's go ahead and just get into this video. I don't know what episode this is, but episode 9 maybe. Can't think of the season right now, but of course it'll be in the description box. So, as we know, all of the couples are going to Hawaii to celebrate Simone and Cecil's 20th year wedding anniversary. So, of course, the show opens up with everybody getting ready and, getting the houses in order and, packing up and, this and that. So, they doing a little spot checks in on everybody or whatever. So, we fast forward on to that, from that, and then they show everybody pulling up at the airport, getting ready to board the flight. I must say that Mariah is really getting on my nerves with this damn boot because I think that she is really drawing it out, especially after all that twirling around that her ass was doing at Toya's party when her and Quad had gotten into it. All that twirling that she was doing, bitch, that foot seemed like it was fine to me. Okay, so I just feel like this is just something that she does to get attention. So then you got her on the little push thing, which to me, I think that just makes you look totally retarded. I mean, I really don't understand the concept of it. I've seen people, with that, and that shit just looks crazy to me. Like, why don't you just sit in a wheelchair for that matter? But whatever, child. She's scooting along on this little scooter, child. I'm just like, girl, you will find a way to get some attention, okay? So, you got Lisa. She shows up and she's saying that Darren is gonna be 2 days before Darren shows up because he's an ER doctor and it's hard for him to get time off. Isn't Eugene an ER doctor as well? I mean, I don't. I mean, one don't really have nothing to do with the other, especially when it comes to getting time off and that sort of thing. But it just seems to me like Eugene ain't really got no problems with getting off. Although I know it has been some instances to where he's been late to certain things or whatever. I just think that Darren ass don't be wanting to be fucking bothered. And but you going on a trip, but you gonna show up 2 days later. You may as well not even fucking show up at all. But whatever. So let me see. So they arrived to Hawaii. I think they said it might have been like a 14-hour flight. So they get to Hawaii. They get to their resort to where they're gonna be staying at, and everybody's running around checking out their rooms. I never really understood the emphasis that they always put on that on these shows. Every time somebody goes to goes on a trip or whatever, or whether it's a resort or whatever the case may be, they always have to show the people running around like they ain't never stayed at no damn hotel before. Now, granted, some hotels are a little more upscale and, a little more jazzier than others, but for the most part, bitch, it's still a hotel room. They all still got beds. They all still got bathrooms. They may have a little city area or whatever the case may be, but other than that, who really cares? I understand that they show the rooms for the most part to give publicity for their resorts and that sort of thing, but the way that they have them oohing and ahhing. That shit just be getting on my nerves, especially when you talking about people that supposedly already got money and should be used to this type of shit at some point. And now that I'm thinking about it, when I look at the Housewives of Beverly Hills or the Housewives of New York and stuff like that, I don't think they ever show their damn rooms, and them motherfuckers be going to Dubai and all type of real deal shit. Okay, and I don't think they ever really. I don't even think they really be doing all of that. I know that they don't be doing all that damn oohing and ahhing that these motherfuckers on here be doing, but whatever. That's just something that just ran across my mind, but whatever. So but for the most part, everybody seems to be happy with their rooms or their suites or whatever, especially broke ass Toya and Eugene, because they made a big deal about the room that they were in when they went to the Bahamas on last season. So, child, it's always the bitch that ain't got no money that got so much to say. But whatever, child. They're supposed to meet back downstairs within a matter of minutes of getting checked in. Now, let me tell you something. I understand y'all trying to cram all this shit in because the show is only an hour. But bitch, if I done been on the flight for 14 motherfucking hours, once I get to my damn hotel room, y'all bitches probably ain't gonna see me until the next day. And your damn show ain't gonna see me in the next 15, 20 motherfucking minutes. Hell no. But whatever, child. So they all agreed to meet back downstairs for little cocktails or whatever, and then everybody was gonna go ahead and do their thing or whatever. So Mariah, they show her in her room, and when they put the emphasis on Mariah in her room, I knew it was going to be some fuck shit. So she in there pussyfooting around, this motherfucker rolling around in the bed, looking at food menus and whatever the fuck else it is that her and Aiden ass was in there doing. So we knew that it was going to be some shit behind that. Then we go over here to Lisa Nicole's room, and she in here calling Darren on the phone. Darren acting like he can't hear and he's busy and blah blah blah. And he heard him, got his ass off the phone. To me, Darren just seems uninterested. He's not interested at all. And Lisa Nicole, you be doing so goddamn much. Oh, I need my man here and my man, and I miss him and blah blah blah. That shit, it don't even seem real to me. It just seems like you a bitch that's putting on for the sake of putting on, whether it's putting on for this TV show or putting on for somebody else in the, I don't know, but it seemed like you're putting on to me, and I ain't, I'm not really falling for that shit, but whatever, child. So then, they get down, Mariah and Lisa, they finally show up downstairs. By the time they get there, the other ladies is ready to go. Okay, so, Mariah was like, well, at least we can have one drink together, or whatever the case may be. So they was like, all right, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So they sat around of whatever, and they had them a little drink or whatever. And of course, Toya starts doing her normal Toya thing. And in this particular instance, I was not really bothered by Toya. Toya normally irks me, but this episode, and maybe some scenes from previous episodes, I really haven't been too much bothered with Toya. And she's not one of my favorite people on this show, but for this part, I didn't mind her being an asshole to Mariah. Because Mariah, you do try and make every fucking thing about you. Like, why the fuck did you have to go and change clothes? I mean, and Lisa, bitch, you too. Ain't nothing necessarily wrong with that. Because, like I said, you guys have been on a flight for 14 goddamn hours. And you would think that once you finally got to your room or whatever, you would want to, relax, take a shower, change your clothes, whatever. You would think that. But that wasn't the plan for what the fuck y'all had going on. So whatever. So you go to Holiday Bow, you had to wash your foot off. Your foot was sweaty and all this and all that. Bitch, you didn't want to wash your foot off. Bitch, you probably took a nap. Bitch, you done went in there and don't talk to Aiden and whatever the fuck else it is that y'all was in there doing. And to me, I just think that was being, just being shady or whatever. But then you had a nerve to call Toya insensitive. Do you call her insensitive? Inconsiderate. That's what you call her, inconsiderate. No, bitch. Toya was here on time. You the inconsiderate bitch that decided that you wanted to get glammed up and dolled up or whatever, like a bitch really checking for you any goddamn way. But, child, Mariah, whatever, child. Let me see. Yeah, but, and then Toya, she still commences to be an asshole, which was fine with me. She went in there, she had done took Mariah's little scooter and was scooting along. She thought that shit was so funny. I was like, bitch, you is so fucking childish, but whatever. Like I said, I wasn't bothered at this point. So, anyway, they all are going on a boat ride or whatever. So they get on the boat ride. Everybody talking shit about the boat. Now Simone did not one time say that y'all was going on a goddamn yacht, okay? And even when Janice tried to slide that in there, she said, "Nah, bitch, I ain't saying yacht. I said boat, okay?" I said boat. So let's be clear, okay? But of course, people have selective hearing, and you know they hear what they want to hear, whatever. Regardless of the fact, they all get there on, you know, for the boat ride or whatever, and everybody is talking shit, and I'm like, you bitches are so fucking ungrateful. Till I cannot deal with a bunch of motherfuckers like you. You know, they call the boat raggedy, and then it was like, well, you know what, we are talking about Simone. So, bitch, what is it that y'all trying to say about Simone? Do y'all think that Simone is tacky, or you know, do y'all, I mean, because even Heavenly, I think that was Heavenly, said something like, well, you know, I couldn't expect for this to be too extravagant because look what she got on. Heavenly, bitch, you just halfway stepped your shit up, okay? Just a tinch, okay? Not too much, but just a little tinch. So, bitch, the nerve of you, because in my opinion, you and fucking Simone, and especially when it comes to the fashions, even though your shit might be a little bit better than Simone's, but bitch, you ain't you know, you ain't no goddamn fashionista, honey, so you can stop that shit. But yeah, I just didn't like the way that they were shading you know, the boat ride or whatever the case may be. Bitch, even if that's what you thought, keep that shit to your motherfucking self, you know, because once again, she didn't have to invite none of y'all bitches, because I told y'all last week if it had been me, none of y'all motherfuckers wouldn't have been going with me and my husband. But whatever, child. So anyway, let me see. Oh, child. While Heavily over there fucking with Lisa Nicole, asking her about, you know, how your man ain't here, and you know, you sitting over there, blah blah blah, which I didn't really get that from Lisa Nicole. I didn't really see her, you know, being a Debbie Downer or whatever, but I don't like Lisa Nicole, so who the fuck cares? But my thing is, Heavily, bitch, you might as well have been over there, and you should have been Lisa Nicole date, because bitch, Darren ass was over there at the front of the damn boat, flirting or getting flirted with or whatever the fuck it is that he had going on with the little bitch that was up there on the boat. So while you right here trying to shade Lisa, bitch, you better go over there and see what your motherfucking daddy doing, okay? But yeah, so she over there talking her shit, talking about I don't play this and how she gonna do this and how she gonna do that. But bitch, I see you ain't go over there. So what was going on? And Damon just seems like, it's hard for me to believe that he's a doctor or dentist or whatever the fuck it is that he is. It's hard for me to believe that, because he gives me, you know, Uncle Joe tease. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody got that uncle that ain't all the way there. You know, he ain't necessarily crazy enough to where you can look at him and tell he's off in the head. But if you're his relative, you know that this motherfucking elevator don't go all the way to the top. And that's what I get from him. There's no way in the hell I let that nigga do no work on my mouth. And Heavily, bitch, you either. But whatever. But yeah, child, so she over there talking all that shit, child. But you set your ass right there. You ain't go over there to make your presence known. You know, like you always watching Lisa and Darren's actions and interactions with each other. But that's always how it is, child. But anyway, was they on the boat? Yeah, they was on the boat when Eugene announces that when they get back, him and Toya are going to be moving. And Janice was like, oh, so you know, y'all found a place or whatever. And Toya was like, yes, I did, because and I found it all by myself, because the services that that you offered me, some shit. Basically, she was saying, bitch, I did it on my own because the shit that you had going on wasn't worth shit, okay? So, Janice pretty much told Toya that she kind of hurt her feelings about the way that she was acting or whatever when she was, when they were looking at houses and that sort of thing. And, Toya pretty much apologized and they hugged it out, so they back cool or whatever. And Eugene said something that kind of irked me a little bit. And he was like, well, you know, Toya is hard to please, and, you know, sometimes she could be a little much or whatever, but, you know, you just have to take that with a grain of salt, because that's Toya. No, bitch, I ain't got to take shit with a motherfucking grain of salt. I can't stand when a bitch think that somebody just supposed to overlook somebody's shit. Oh, that's just them, you know, don't pay them no attention, or just let that shit ride, because that's just how she is. No, fuck that. Because when I get in your ass, I'm going to expect for you to just let it ride, because that's just how the fuck I am. Who the fuck are you that I'm supposed to just lay down and just take it how you going to give it, because that's just you? Toya, bitch, and Eugene, bitch, you too. Fuck y'all, cause y'all two get on my nerves sometimes. I told you I was just on your, I was just all right with you just a few minutes ago, but like I said, you do a lot of shit that hurt the fuck out of me. And I used to like Eugene, but I see that Eugene is just as messy as the fuck Toya is, and they pacify each other, and that's why Toya does the shit that she does, because Eugene be co-signing on that shit half the time. But we just wasn't seeing it that way in the beginning. But anyway, they ended up, everybody ended up unwinding a little bit more on the boat. Looked like they might have turned some music on, and it looked like they had food, and I'm sure they had drinks or whatever. So at the end of everything, it looks like everybody had a good time. Some of the people got in the water. I know Toya got in the water. Greg, Dr. G. Is that his name, Greg? I guess I'm just so used to saying Dr. G to when I say Greg, it just sounds funny to me. But Dr. G got in the water. I think Eugene got his ass in there too. I don't know. A couple people got in the water, and they swam with the dolphins and that type of stuff. So it looks like everybody had a good time for the most part, especially considering the way that they were shading the fuck out of it in the beginning. So that was that. So now they roll on back down towards the end of the day where they're gonna meet up for dinner. So everybody starts showing up for dinner or whatever. Then all of a sudden, fucking Eugene just starts talking again. But what I'm gonna say is, I could tell that Eugene had some drinks in him, and we all know Toya has some motherfucking drinks in her, because that bitch don't go nowhere without a fucking bottle of Patron in her goddamn purse, which I think that is just so fucking tacky, but whatever. Okay, we all talk about Toya. So anyway, he goes to talking. Don't nobody even know what the fuck he talking about. Next thing you know, somebody asked the question, I think it was Simone. She asked the question, when is it okay for you to keep a secret from your spouse? And Toya and Eugene, I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. Only thing I know is I heard Toya tell Eugene to shut up. And I was like, it wasn't all that the way that the previews was making it seem, and some of the clips and stuff on social media. It wasn't all that the way that they were making it seem. However, it's never okay to tell your man to shut up, just like it's never okay to tell your woman to shut up either. To me, saying shut up is a form of disrespect. And I think I shared with y'all one time before me and my husband got married, that motherfucker told me to shut up, and bitch, you would have thought he slapped me and my mama, because I went all the way off. Bitch, I went so crazy. He might well have called me a bitch. He might well have called me a bitch. He might well have called me, he might as well had all went the fuck in, because that's the way that I responded. Bitch, shut up. Oh my God. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, child. Don't do it. I had to stop that shit right then there, bitch. No, absolutely not. But anyway, child, so they end up getting into it, and I was like, them two, I guess, child. But like Heavenly say, honey, apparently that's some shit that worked for them or whatever. So so may it be. Okay. So back to that question: when is it okay to keep a secret from your spouse? Now I'm gonna just touch on that just a little bit, and I'm gonna say that I don't keep secrets from my husband, but I don't tell my husband everything. And the shit that I don't tell him because he don't give a fuck. And I'll just be saying some shit just for the sake of saying some shit, like just for conversation. Because that nigga don't give a damn about half the shit. That be listen. Okay? As long as everybody is safe, as long as everybody is healthy, as long as, ain't no shit getting cut off, no shit ain't getting repoed, there ain't no shit burning down, ain't nobody kicking nobody's ass, or, whatever, he's fine. He don't give a damn about the steps that it took to get to the shit, okay? He just want to know that everything is smooth sailing, And I think that, it's a difference between, like I said, keeping secrets and not telling a motherfucker everything, I have some friends that they tell they boyfriends, okay, every goddamn thing. They tell them every goddamn thing about them. They tell them every goddamn thing about you, about every motherfucking body else, And the reason that shit is crazy to me is because them niggas don't tell you shit about them. Okay, they don't tell you shit about the shit that they homeboys got going on because they know you talk too goddamn much. You know, I don't necessarily know if that's what Simone was talking about, but you know, I don't keep secrets from my husband. But it's just a lot of shit. It's just some shit that I don't fucking tell him, and I know it's some shit that he don't fucking tell me. You know what I'm saying? And not because it's a secret, but it's because for one, I don't give a fuck. And for two, it ain't got shit to do with me. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with our day to day, you know, our lives. It don't affect us in no type of way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's my opinion on that. So, then let me see. Mariah and Quad showed up late, child. Now, bitch, Mariah, you ain't shit. That fucking Mariah said Quad was late because that motherfucker was busy filling in her edges. That shit was so goddamn funny to me. That fucking Mariah, bitch, you ain't shit. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you what, your goddamn makeup that you got in that confessional is not it, honey. It look like it's like 3 days old. You know, you have your face done, and for whatever reason, you go to sleep on it, and you wake up the next day, and you just try to, you know what I'm saying? It look old, and it look faded. I get it together, especially if you're gonna be in that bitch shading somebody. Okay, but yeah, I thought that shit was kind of funny. So then Dr. Jackie showed up, and which before Dr. Jackie showed up, it didn't even dawn on me that she wasn't there. But anyway, she showed up, and she showed up by herself. Whereas when they were talking to her in the beginning, she was saying that she was looking forward to this trip or whatever, and you know how she had plans on, you know, being intimate with her husband. Which when she said that, I thought that was a little insensitive the way that she said it, because it seemed like she had to make an appointment to have sex with her husband. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was almost like she had to fill him in. You know what I'm saying? And I just, that's the way that it came off to me. But anyway, so she gets there and she shows up by herself. So everybody looking around like, where is, what's his name? Clarence? I think that's his name. Whatever his name is, child. You know, everybody was like, you know, where's he? And she was like, you know, I don't want to talk about that right now or whatever. So of course Simone, that's her good girlfriend. She knows some shit ain't right. So they pretty much continue with the dinner. They went around the table saying what they appreciate about each other's as spouses or whatever, child. Some why did I get married type of shit. Quad, I don't know what the fuck you started crying for, and you talking about you appreciate the way your husband opened up his home to your family. Bitch, did he have a choice? Because by the time he looked around, the motherfuckers was already there. You know, so are you saying that you appreciate that he didn't put them motherfuckers out and your ass too? You know what I'm saying? Is that what you're saying? Because it ain't like, you know, this was a decision that you all made together, and you know, he was on board with it. You had to move the motherfuckers in. Fuck you talking about him. Then you sitting up there crying and shit. I was like, girl. The fuck. So anyway, Curtis. That's that nigga name. I'm talking about Clarence. Child man named Curtis. But anyway. So, what her name? Simone, she goes to Jackie's hotel room, and you know, so they chatting or whatever. Jackie's still up in that bitch working, okay. Alright. So anyway, she starts telling Simone basically that I guess in order for her to take this trip or to get this time off, she had to do a little bit of extra work, I guess, to make sure that everything was in order and that could run smoothly while she was away. I can understand that, okay? But apparently Curtis is still in his goddamn feelings. Like, Curtis, let you know what's tea? What really is it? What's your damn problem? Because Jackie didn't just become no damn doctor yesterday. So what is it? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no new shit. This has been this woman's life for years. So why all of a sudden do you have such a big issue? And then so I guess you done got so motherfucking mad till you decide you ain't gonna go on the damn trip. The damn trip that was set up for you and your wife to spend time together that you'd have been fucking complaining about that y'all don't damn spend. So now all of a sudden at the time is here, you so goddamn mad you don't show up to the trip. So now how is that spending time with your wife? I don't understand. It's some more shit going on with that Curtis. Cause bitch, as of right now, you doing too goddamn much, you know. So of course, Jackie is hurt by this, you know. And like I told y'all last week, I don't really like where this is going with them two. But I'm starting to think that there's some shit going on with Curtis. You know, now Jackie, I understand that you are a doctor and where you have your own practice and you have a lot of people that depend on you. You have gone through a lot of shit in your life. I completely 100% understand that, and I am in no way, shape, or form going to tell you that you need to stop your life to make this motherfucker over here happy. However, there are you by you having a husband, you do have to do some things to keep him happy and vice versa. Now, Curtis, only thing I know about Curtis was a goddamn basketball coach. Now, I don't know if this nigga coach high school basketball, college basketball. I don't know what fuck type of coaching it is that he does. And I don't even know if that was his main profession. But I don't know if he's now retired or, you know, it's summertime, ain't no school in. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But maybe you need to find you some shit to do, and then when you two, y'all need to set time to be with each other. Jackie, leave that goddamn phone and that damn laptop or whatever the fuck it is in any communication that you have that's work related. You have to put that shit down sometimes. I'm not saying stop your shit. I'm not saying, none of that shit, because you have compromised a lot. Okay, even from the most recent compromise with the house situation, with the children situation. You beat cancer twice. Why would you ever not live your life to the fullest? Because it's clear that you have a purpose, especially with beating cancer twice. You definitely have a purpose to be here. So I would never ever tell you to put your dreams and your shit on hold just to sit up here and look at a motherfucker. Okay? But if you are going to continue to be married, you do have to find some time. Find some time to do it, honey. I'm telling you, because the way that this shit is going, the way that this shit is looking, it don't, and that's another reason. It's almost like you guys are falling into the reality show curse. These couples, they get on these reality shows and they're so happy in their marriage and they got all of these years of marriage and happiness and all that, and then next thing you know, 2-3 seasons go by. Now y'all motherfuckers is talking about getting a divorce. Like, what the fuck happened? So yeah, man, I pray that y'all get y'all shit together, because like I said, I'm all here for marriage. I'm all here for especially marriages that mean something. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, I'm not talking about these motherfucking shotgun marriages, or these marriages, these business marriages. I'm not talking about that type of shit. I'm talking about the real definition of marriage. Especially amongst black people. So I really hope that y'all get y'all shit together. And even Jackie, even if it takes you getting off of this damn show, because this show ain't no damn necessity for you. And I'm sure that this is one of the things that is taking you away from your husband. So, I hope y'all really get that shit together. I'm going to be praying for y'all. That's pretty much it. I do got some more things that I want to come in here and talk to you all about. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in another video. And I'll probably do it a little bit later, because I'm a little tired right now. So I need to get my shit together. All right. So, and of course, I'll be back in here tonight to talk to y'all about the Real Housewives. So, until next time, y'all. Peace out.